that in this particular diagram, we can see that there is only one path from LAN 1 to LAN 2. Okay, LAN 3 or LAN 4. Similarly, there is only one path from LAN 2 to LAN 1, LAN 3 and LAN 4. The same is true for LAN 3 and LAN 4. So we have seen as if it is required manual entries, but this is not true. Each switch is equipped with a software package that carries out this process dynamically. Advantages of switches. The first advantage is collision estimation. As we seen, a link layer switch eliminates the collision. As studied previously, a link layer switch eliminates the collision. This means increasing the average bandwidth available to a host in a network. In a switched LAN, there is no need for carrier sensing and collision detection. Each host can transmit at any time. The second advantage is connecting heterogeneous devices. A link layer switch can connect devices that use different protocols at the physical layer, data rates and different transmission media. Then this one thing is that as long as the format of the frame at the data link layer does not change, a switch can receive a frame from a device that uses twisted pair cable and sends the data at 10 Mbps and delivers the frame to another device that uses optical fiber cable which can receive data at 100 Mbps. Now we'll see what are routers. A router is a three-layer device which operates in the physical data link and network layer. As a physical layer device, it regenerates the signal it receives. As a link layer device, router checks the physical addresses of that is source and destination contained in the packet. As a network layer device, a router checks the network layer address. Then what does this router do? A router can connect networks. A router is a interconnecting device. It connects independent networks to form an internetwork. Two networks connected by a router become an internetwork or an internet. So you can see two networks connected by a router become an internetwork or a internet. So you can see here a router which is connected to other part of the internet. So two networks can be connected by a router become an internetwork or internet. Now we'll see what are the major difference between a router and a repeater. Router and a repeater. A router has a physical and logical address for each of its interfaces. Second, a router acts only on those packets in which the link layer destination address matches the address of the interface at which the packet arrives. Third, a router changes the link layer address of the packet of source and destination when it forwards the packet. Example we'll see. We'll assume an organization that has two separate buildings with a gigabit Ethernet LAN installed in each building. There are two separate buildings in an organization and they have been installed with gigabit Ethernet LAN in each building. The organizations uses switches in each LAN. The organization will use switch in each LAN. The two LANs can be connected to form a larger LAN using 10 gigabit Ethernet technology that speeds up the connection to the Ethernet and the connection to the organization server. Then a router, they can then connect the whole system to the internet. So the connection to the a router can then connect the whole system to the. A router changes the link layer addresses in a packet. Now we'll see what is virtual LAN. A station which is considered part of a LAN if it is physically belongs to the that LAN. Okay, the criterion whatever is of membership, it is geographies. When a LAN is physically connected to that LAN, then a station is considered part of LAN. Criterion of membership is geographic. Now, what happens if we need a virtual connection between two stations? When there is a need to have a virtual connection between two stations which are belonging to two different physical LANs, then what happens? A VLAN as a LAN configured by software, not by physical wiring. So we can have a VLAN as a LAN configured by software, not by physical wiring.